Flipping houses is not an easy way of making money. There is a substantial risk when one decides to flip a house. Your decision has to be thought out and researched before investing in any property. What's up, Internet? My name is Trident Lion, and welcome to the first episode of House Flipping 101. House Flipping 101 gives you an 8-chapter overview of flipping houses and shows you some of the do's and don'ts before you invest to your hard-earned dollars that you've saved. Even more important, before you borrow the funds to flip a house. House Flipping 101 does not ensure you a profit. It just gives you the experience of someone that's been doing it for decades. Personally, I have not yet flipped any houses. I'm just going to be the narrator portraying the experience of someone that has been doing this since the 1970s. My grandfather. Now, my grandfather has been a general contractor since the 70s, flipping all types of real estate. Back in the 1970s, my grandfather bought his first house and had to fix several structural problems that he became aware of after he purchased the house. Selling his first house in the late 1970s, he then purchased another house and moved into that one. Renovating that house and living in it was not an enjoyable task. Although it was profitable, it was not a home run. In 1985, my grandfather purchased a house for resale, only to find that the repairs were more than he thought. So he rented it out, only to be called at 3 a.m. by the police that the house was on fire. Losing the house and not having enough money to rebuild, it was in deep trouble. Help came from a friend, and he took the burnt house down and built a new one. He sold that house and walked out with a small profit. However, that profit didn't come close to the amount of time and worry that he had to put into it. Soon after, my grandfather started to build houses and had loans beyond what he could ever pay back. As luck has it, all houses were sold and loans paid off. Not wanting to build houses again, he bought a fixer. From that fixer, there was about 30 more fixers. Some making money, some not. His last fixer was purchased in 2016. So as you can see, my grandfather has been through a large amount of adversity through the house flipping game. It's easy to just watch a TV show and think, wow, it must be so easy to flip a house. I could do that too. Now, this is the first episode of House Flipping 101. It is the introduction. And it is my and my grandfather's hope that people who are out there thinking of flipping a house get a view from someone who has actually experienced the ups and downs over the years. Now, this is going to be a great show on this channel. Then we're going to go into 8 chapters. The first is going to be funding. The second chapter is location, comps, and market resale. The third chapter is the condition of the house. The fourth chapter will be on permits, zoning, and historical issues. The fifth chapter will be renovations and contractors. Chapter 6 is on designing. Chapter 7 on marketing. And Chapter 8 will be on profit or loss. Thank you guys so much for checking out this first episode of House Flipping 101. Be sure to tune in real soon for the next episode, and it's going to be on the funding.